Hey guys, this is Justice and Jacob from Wager Me This, and I got $4,000 here, and I want to show kind of why the martingale is necessary, but also why you don't have to do it exact. So here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the 110 inside version, or whatever you want to call it. It's not necessarily 110, it's but the across version, so $25. So it's 135 is what it is. And so of course 135, you're going to have at least 300 to make 150. So I like the $300 the $300 lay. All right, the $300 lay is you're going to make a little bit of money on the 7. All right, here we go, Justice. Justice is going to shoot for us, purely random, and there's the 5. Okay, so you just need one hit. All right, so now one hit, you can essentially not martingale this money. All right, so we're looking for 2 hits. All right, so each hit is that much less you need to martingale. So I know people are afraid of the martingale part of the strategy, but there's another 35. So now there's $70 more you don't have to martingale. And the 7. Okay, so the 7 is a $7 winner, I think, here. So we're just going to put that right there. All right, here we go. We're just going to run it. We're just running it like this and see what happens. And there's the 4. All right, I'm going to drop the $1 here and get 50. So as you go here, this is less and less that you have to martingale.
Dad,
what's up, buddy?
I'm going to do every roll in here that we need to do.
Okay. So we're going to roll till we roll a 10 and then see what we actually have to martingale. There's a 6, 2, 8. It's getting, of course, to the point where it's not very much.
If that was a 6, 3, that would have been a 10.
A 9. 6, 3 is 9, Justice. All right, 4, 2, 6. It's a $35 winner. So again, you do have to have a substantial bankroll to back it, just in case it goes on some kind of crazy roll, like there's 3 10s in a row.
4 is 9?
Yep, no, 6, 4 is 10, Justice, but that's a 3, 2, 5, $35 winner. So what we're doing is
10.
we're doing multiple things here. 6, 2, 8. This is a very good roll. We're doing multiple things here where we're making up our money as we're going. There's a 2, 1, 3. All right, go, Justice. And there's the 7, so it's a $7 winner. All right, we haven't hit the 10 yet, which is a little discouraging. It's a little discouraging because I want to show this. And there's a yo, 6, 5 yo. And a 6, 6, 12. That actually would have lost $15, so I'm going to lose that 15 bucks. Here we go. And we have a 7. So it's going to win 7. Here we go. And a 5. All right, so we're back on track. Points 5, $35 winner. Still looking for a 10.
Why do we need a 10?
Because I want to show how this works. 6, 2, 8.
That's what I'm saying, 10. 10. Please show a 10. 10, 10, 10.
And a 3, 1, 4. Let's drop our $1, get 50.
Not cool, but
So of course this is winning very well. So you're way past $300. So if it does roll a 10 at this point, you don't have to martingale anything. You can just accept what happened and go on.
Just give me a 5, 5 already.
I mean, most people would have left probably by now.
5, 5, 5, 5.
And there's a 4, so we're dropping a $1 and winning 50. Come on, buddy.
4, 4 becomes...
And there's aces, 1, 1.
That was close to 10.
And we have a 3, 1, 4. So he's all over the 4. It's a $50 winner. So this is actually kind of good too, because I'm going to show, oh, we finally got a 10, 6-4. Okay, so we're going to lose finally. Boom. You lose your 300 bucks. All right, what did you make before you lost? Let's see what we would have to martingale. Obviously nothing, because we've made more than $300. So on this run to 10, we'll call it the run to 10, we profited. So there's the $300. We didn't profit that. So we profited 150,
170, 190,
250, 265, 267. So what we actually profited was 267 on that run to 10. So let's replace this. We don't have to martingale anything. We had enough money to replace it. So let's see what happens on this run to 10. On this run to the 10. Not necessarily to 10, but to the 10.
We're switching dice, guys. Switching dice.
All right, here we go.
Going to blue and blue.
And we got a 549. So again, that's $35.
At least there's 1 5.
So we're looking for a 10. Now this is a totally different run of the 10. So whatever happens here should be considered 538 as independent of the last. You don't have to do that, but I think you should. And there's a hard 8, 4, 4. So each one of these hits is less you'll have to martingale.
What ones?
And there's a 437. All right, so it's a $7 winner. Again, this would be like you never ever shooting the dice. This is just you just watching the game, betting this way.
Well, it hit those.
And there's a $7 winner.
Skimmer.
This is you just sitting here betting this way, letting it go.
10 skimmer.
And we got a $35 winner.
Either way, 3 and 2.
Here we go.
Or 2 and 3 is 5.
And we have a 426, $35 winner. Go. And all right, we got a 10. All right, so we lost 300. What do we actually have to martingale? Let's figure out what we actually have to martingale. It's not 300. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 125, 175, 185. Okay, so we basically have $190. All right, so we have to martingale $110 to get back to where we want to be. All right, so let's rack all this up because that was to the 10.
Dad, I'm only do 5 more rolls and then I need to get out of here because I'm hungry.
So we need our 300. Let's get 5 blacks. We need our 300 here, plus whatever it takes to martingale 110 more. All right, so that obviously is 220. So we need $220 more. And then probably another $30 to make up for the 7. All right, we still want the 7 to win. All right, here we go. So it's not a full martingale, it's a partial martingale. All right, and there's the 7 right there. So boom, we got it right away. So our martingale obviously worked. So I'm gonna play it correctly. I'm gonna lose these, which is $135. Remember, that's $135. All right, we lost. So we're trying to make up $435 essentially. No, I'm wrong. So the 300 covered that. And then we're trying to make up, because we made up the other part with the profits. All right, so we lost 135 plus the 110 is what we're trying to make up. Sorry guys, the original 110 that we didn't make up in profits from the first hit. All right, so we have 500, 30, 40, 50. All right, 550 is 275. All right, 275 is 10, $11 in vig. And you're gonna get 275. Sorry guys, I know that might have been a little confusing, and I'm not trying to make it confusing, but it probably came off as that way. So I'll try to do it better this time. So hopefully we can create the situation again. But I can show it by this, okay? So we know we started with $4,000, I believe, right? Yeah, 4,000.
Guys,
3,000, 35, 39.
In our last video, if we rolled a 4 first, tell us if we did.
So there's 4,000 right there. So you're up 300 bucks. All right. And I know that sounds, people are going to be like, that's so much risk for $300. Not really. Not really, because you never had more than basically $400 at risk there. All right. So we're going to get right back at it. Here we go. All right, Justice. Let's see if we can get another situation.
We're switching dice. Going throwing greens.
And we got a 2, 1, 3.
We're mixing up dice, guys.
Come on, buddy. 2, 1, 3 there.
Guys, we're mixing dice.
And we got a 7. That's a $7 winner. All this counts. All this counts toward this. You could just basically set this and forget this kind of thing if you're willing to do the martingales. And then basically what you're doing is you're banking on that you're not going to have 4 or 5 tens in a row before a bunch of other numbers. Come on, Justice. Before a bunch of other numbers. You literally, with this style of this strategy, you literally have to have the tens basically in a row. You're done? Okay. So I'll keep rolling it out. Hopefully we get some tens. There's a 7. But with this version of this, you literally have to have them in a row because you're limiting the martingale. You're not doing full martingales. You're doing what you have to do, which I was actually going to get to that in my live video today, but my live video went so bad because my shot was so bad that I didn't get a chance. I tried to make up money and it just kept getting bad. So I never really got to show the limited martingale thing I was hoping to get to after the conservative stuff. So today's live video went crazy bad, which is great because it's cool to show that. All right, so there's a 3-3 hard 6 again, $35 for the win. And so I'll try to show one more 10 here, but in this version of this, there's another hard 6. You definitely, to lose, really, like to just get blown out of the water, the 10s basically would have to be in a row. All right, there's a $7 winner. They basically would have to be in a row to where, I mean, don't get me wrong, they could come like every third roll and it would do the same thing. And there's a 617, but you're going to be making other money along the way. So this other money is, of course, negating how much you have to martingale. It's basically chasing that martingale down for you is what it's doing. And so it's kind of like limiting exposure almost. By, I understand it's what you're trying to make, it's your profit. All right, there's another 7. But it makes it to where you put yourself not only in the position of 92% of the time you should win. We're dropping $1 for 50. 92% of the time you should win. But it actually puts you in a little better position than that because you're not having the full martingale to get your loss back. You're only having the partial martingale or not martingale at all and just take it out of your winnings. All right? So either way, there's a 5, 3, 2, 5, a $35 winner. So either way, it's a very good strategy. There's a 1, 3, 4. In fact, it's better than very good. It's literally limited to losing. Its losing is limited to basically rolling 4 10s before you roll a single 7. And that's the whole of the strategy is based on that. Will you roll 4 10s before you'll roll a single 7, but also in relative proximity to each other, right? There's a dropping $1 for 50 on that hard 4. I mean, they literally can't have a bunch of winners between them, because right now, if we rolled a 10, it'll be like we never even did, because we won more than $300. And so this is the ultimate strength of the strategy. All right, $35 on that hard 6. The idea that not only do you have to roll multiples of that number to lose, you have to roll them in very close proximity of rolls. So nearly in a row. All right, so there's a 5, 5. We're gonna lose 300. Let's see what we made, because we most likely didn't actually lose anything. We just finally got to our 10. And then we'll start over. Okay, so in that run, 1, 2, 3. So there's our 300 back that we lost. So we made 50. $150, $160, $165, $170. So in that run, without having the martingale, we made $170. You just keep racking it up. So basically, the only bad way to lose is to literally have 4 10s within, I don't know, 10 rolls. It's something really insane like that, where it has to be really quick like that. Well, earlier today I rolled 4 10s, but I don't think it was within 10 rolls. I actually rolled 5 10s. I think it was within like about 30 rolls. All right, so again, you would have won all this other money as you're going. So that martingale is not actually as expensive. So if you roll 3 rolls, that martingale is only a $200 martingale. 4 rolls, you know, you adjust it, and the 7 is going to make up for a lot of them losses. All right, it's going to catch that martingale. Now, of course, there is the random amazing occurrence that 10 does roll that many times in that short of amount of time. But I honestly believe that if you play this strategy every day, every week, or whatever, when that finally does happen, when that finally does occur and you run into that, you'll have made so much money that it won't matter. That it will be a drop in the bucket compared to what you made. And I fully believe that, and that's why I think I can make this work as a job for me. That's why I think I can make this strategy actually turn into my job. And again, it may take me a while, and this version of it is the safest version, where you use the profits to mitigate the martingale. And you play across the numbers like that, because you just have to have such an insanely bad roll for what you're doing. It has to be so unlikely that it's what it has to be. Well, another thing you can do is you can kind of throw some drunk guy explains stuff into this, and you can wait till you see a 10 or maybe 2 10s and then do it. You know, you can do some other things to even mitigate it even further. Anyways, guys, this is Jacob from Wager Me This, and thank you guys for your time.